Good morning. Would you like to know how to solve the problem with vaccines in this country? How to stop our government from trying to force vaccines on us? You have to look at the history of vaccines and the history of the country to figure out the solution. 85 years ago, our medical industry, sanctioned by our government, started poisoning our children by shooting mercury into us with vaccines. 25 years ago, they upped the ante by shooting it into babies as soon as they were born with the Hep B shot. Then in 2003, they made things worse by poisoning children before they were born by giving flu shots full of mercury to pregnant women. Our founders told us how to stop this. They said this: but when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce us under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty, to throw off such government and provide new guards for their future security. That's the way to solve the problem. You don't go appealing to your servant, corrupt, bribe-lying politicians. We take matters into our own hands and we fire those servant, corrupt, bribe-lying politicians. None of the leaders in the autism community or the anti-vaccine community will tell anyone this simple fact. Our Declaration of Independence told us exactly what to do. When they commit a long train of abuses against us by poisoning our children, it's up to us to take action. We don't leave it to politicians. We don't leave it in the hands of lawyers. We don't sit there wondering what to do while leaders who were sent to us by the government to control what we do and force us to lose this matter. We don't listen to those people. We listen to people who will cite the Declaration of Independence and tell us the solution. As the owners of the United States, the people have the right and the duty, as the authorities in this country, to fire every elected official in the United States and stop the abuse. If you understand the abuse from mercury and vaccines, perhaps you can go a step further and understand the abuse that the Federal Reserve has committed against all of us. Would you understand that national robbery that they call a national debt? It's going to make you more angry than learning that your child was poisoned intentionally by mercury and vaccines. The criminals in Congress, the White House, and the Supreme Court are robbing every person in the United States, and they've been doing it since 1913, about 20 years before they started poisoning our babies to lower our IQs and make us all so stupid that we would never understand the deception that our banking industry has the deception that they waged against us, perpetrated by their lawyers to deceive the whole country and to steal everything we have. We're stupid enough to elect these criminals from the Democrats and Republicans, and we have to stop it. Instead of voting for these bribe liars, we have to fire them. Yes, you do have that power. No, I'm not crazy. I read the Declaration of Independence, and that's what it tells us to do. You have to stop listening to these people who want you to appeal to alleged authorities, to appeal to politicians who are all corrupt. The United States government is 100% corrupt, and people with autistic kids have to understand this. Stop wasting your time asking them to do anything at all. Stop listening to your leaders who tell you to appeal to politicians. It's an absolute waste of time. And that's why your lying leaders keep telling you to do this. You have to get rid of them. Every group that you belong to on the internet is managed by your enemies. You have to get away. Come here. Come to my page on YouTube, find me on Facebook, and let's get the ball rolling to fire our politicians. That's the only way to solve the problem. When we stop them from poisoning our children, perhaps we can educate ourselves and rise up from the dumbing down that they've done to us and fix everything in the country. You should be angry enough to want to act as owners of the United States, not as slaves, not as peons, but owners. That's what you are. You have to act like owners. Stop listening to liars. Assert yourselves as the owners of the United States and take back your freedom. Stop these criminals from poisoning our children. Please, talk to each other about the fact that you're all being misled by every single person who pretends to lead you in the autism community or the anti-vaccine community. Every single thing they're doing goes against common sense. It goes against the fact that we own this country. They're leading you to lose. They were sent here by the government to do exactly that, and you have to understand this. You have to stop listening to these people who will not tell you that we have the power to fire our government. Thank you.